Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back. Well, are you guys ready for part 2 of the 600 video special? Yup. So let's begin. Tonight, I'm going to do a VHS review that came second place in the voting after a tiebreaker. It's a Universal horror film, The Phantom of the Opera. Yep, this is a very awesome film, and I love this movie. It is fantastic. Even though this movie was adapted to French based on Gaston Leterrier's novel, as the movie and set in France, call it the Phantom de l'Opera. That's a French for Phantom of the Opera. The movie was remade several times. There was a 1983 TV film with Maximilian Schell and James Seymour, and there was the 1987 cartoon, as well as the Phantom of the Megaplex, the character, and also the 2004 adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber and Charles Hart musical. So, this movie was very particularly was set in the movie year in 1934. There was a 1925 film with Lon Chaney and Mary Filman. It was a classic studio from Universal. However, a replica of the Paris Opera House was reused in the 1925 film with sound effects, music, plus they had to reshoot the sequence. Yep, and it was the first color film was made by Universal. I wonder, also, they used some great musicals throughout the scene. So, Erica Claudine, also known goes by the Phantom, played by Claude Rains, been for the violin at the Phantom House for 28 years after losing his hand and his finger. Became of dismissal because the conductor, assuming that he has enough money. Also co-starring in the movie is Nelson Eddy, Susanna Foster, Leo Corretto, and Jane Farrar. So lavish color produced build the terrifying climax. Yup, it's good. So composer would make a young, beautiful soprano after the opera company Revenge, who stolen his music. The heroic battle was attempt to win the affections of Foster and tried to track down a disfigured terror who has been gone murdering, who is resist his mad demands. Wow. This is a awesome film. So, after that, he stumbled and not hear a response. He became worried and returned to the publishers. Finally giving up, Claudine stands there for a moment and hang his head sadly. Someone began to play the music in the next room. He locks up in shock when he hears a concerto being endorsed by and praised by Frank Lyrus. So, just as the body of the pile to the floor, Georgetta, a publisher assistant, throws an etch acid at Claudine, screeching and wailing as he dashes out the door. He's been hunted down by police for the murder and flees and swears of the opera. So Claudin steals a prop max for his costume department and disfigured his face and becomes obsessed with Christine. Meanwhile, Inspector Raoul Albert, he wants Christine to quit the opera and marries him, but famed opera baritone Anatole Guerin hopes to win Christie away from Raoul. Yep, even though at the end of the movie, Anatole and Raoul demand that Christine finally chose between them and surprised them by both choosing to marry her. She leaves to join her adoring fans, and the two snub men go off to commiserate together. And I gotta tell you, it is a good film. It is a great score by Edward Ward with many elements of the musical sequence. It was adopted from Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 4. They're also trying to a sequel, The Climax, with Nelson Eddy and Susan Foster will return to the role. Unfortunately, the sequel was cancelled due to a story trouble and problems concerning the development of Claude Rains. So, The Climax was released a year later, but it was not a continuation of the previous and featured completely new characters after the Phantom of the Opera. Even the movie was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including winning in 2 categories for cinematography, music score of musical picture, art directions, and sound recording. Phantom of the Opera is one of the best films of Universal. I give this film 5 out of 5. Take a look at this VHS. This is a part of Universal Monster Collection. The painting, I love it. It's fantastic. Here's the spine, the other spine, the top, and the back. Its running time is 92 minutes and it's not rated. And this what the Phantom of Opera comes in with the sticker label. And the print date for this one, for Phantom of the Opera, is March 13th, 1991. There is the existing MCA home video copy of this movie, but I don't have that. I got more. I got the Universal MCA Universal copy. I'm planning to get some more Halloween movies on VHS or DVD. So that's it for this video special. And if you like to rate, comment, and subscribe, do so. And thanks for watching for this 600 video special. Take care, everyone.